3, and they give you 5 cash flows, year 0 through year 4. Notice the cash flows are all funky. It's negative, then positive, then negative, then positive, then negative. That's going to tell you that there's probably going to be something weird with the IRR. And I don't know, I guess it's maybe experience that that's the reason I know it, but it also allows the cash flows to do weird stuff to your NPV. So anyway, the question is, what are the IRRs? And there's multiple, and when should we take this project? Okay, so let's just do our timeline. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 60, 48. $34, $344, negative $72, $840, $68, $400, negative $24,000. All right, let's put in our discount rate. Start with 10% just to hold the place. I'm going to make these look fancier, so I'm going to go to home. I'm going to make that like that. Actually, I'm going to make it look like red so you can see it better. And I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger. Okay, so these are our cash flows. This is our time. This is the present value of each of those cash flows. And this is the net present value. Equals that divided by 1 plus the discount rate. Make sure you lock it to the power of 0. Drag that across. Take the sum. I'm going to get rid of all the stupid dollar sign or the zeros. Okay, there we are. Okay, so the question says, how many different internal rates of return are there? Search between 20 and 70%. Okay, so we already know that we should search at 20%. Notice that the discount rate is almost 0 here. I mean, the NPV is almost 0. So let's do 0.15, 0.18. We actually do need decimal places. So if you notice, I'm going to zoom in on this graph just to... So if you notice the net present value, so even though these cash flows are in the 1,000 range, like they're huge cash flows, the NPV goes from negative $2 up to like 50 cents, down to like negative 25 cents, up to $1, and down again to minus $1. So if you use GoalSeek, data, GoalSeek. So to get the IRR, we need to do that by changing value. I'm sorry. We need to set that to value 0 by changing this cell. Hit OK. Hit OK. It gives us 24.99%. So on this chart, it's about right here. That's our first IRR. And then we're going to have another one that's about 32%. So it's 7 cents. Notice that when we did GoalSeek, it only gave us 1. So it depends on where the algorithm starts searching and where it makes its guess as to whether or not it gives us all, well, which IRR it gives us. The other one is going to be at 0.44, so we're just going to type in 0.44, and we also get 7 cents. What I want you to notice about this problem, these are thousands of dollars of cash flows. At no point, except for when you get way out here, do you even get over $1 of NPV. You would never take this project. Why would you never take it? Because look how squirrely that is. I make no money, lots of negative money, when I'm below 20%. I make 50 cents on a up to $72,000 expenditure when I'm in this range, and then here I make like $1.50. There's no way we would ever take this. This project has something weird happening with the cash flows, And so the answer to this, the way that you would do this on a test is you would enter whatever percents were given. So if one of the answers was 35%, you would enter 35%. You would say, well, it's 8 cents. Maybe that could be it. Maybe that's close enough. And if you entered the others and they were exactly 0, you would know that was wrong. If the others were $10,000, then you would know that 8 cents as an NPV is not that big a deal. But you would basically guess and check. So do goal seek once. Look for that in the list. If it's not there, then guess and check on the rest of them. But the answer on this project is if there's a lot of IRRs, you would never ever take the project because this is a really weird NPV system. And if you used a normal discount rate, you would get a negative number anyway. So, and when I mean normal, like you'd be somewhere out in here and you would get a net present value that's highly negative. So for instance, if I use 10%, well, it gives me a negative 26, which would be way off this chart, but not actually that huge given the cash flows. The point is, you would never take the project. The cash flows are squirrely. If you get this on a test, plug in the numbers on the answers. Also use goal seek and see what that gives you.